Hey everyone, it's Maggie here with Yamaha to discuss our Yamaha Genuine Accessories. With me is Pat, who manages our ATV and side-by-side testing team. For those who don't know, Yamaha Genuine Accessories are designed and tested by our accessory development team. Pat, what can you tell us about our Yamaha Genuine Accessories?
Yamaha Genuine, what it means to the testing department is, like you said, we want to meet or exceed people's expectations. You know, people buy Yamahas because they're the most durable vehicles out there, and they want their accessories, of course, to match that expectation. And that's what we focus on. We work with our design team and our product planning team to understand what the target customer is going to do with the accessory, and that's how we test it. And again, we durability test it just like the unit at the same time and make sure, again, it's going to meet or exceed those expectations when it comes to fit and finish, installation convenience, and of course, durability.
We've got a lot of new accessories up front. First off, Pat, can you tell me about the AArm Guards?
Yeah, the AArms on the Wolverine X2 1000 are unique. They're not the same as the Wolverine X2 850 or the AArm Max. But the design targets for the AArm Guards was the same, where again, it's using the same 1/8" aluminum sheet, welded. All the spacers are welded, for example. That is a big part of installation convenience. If you need to take them off for any reason, we want to make them very easy to put back on. So welding all the spacers on, that's really important. Having integrated mounting points on the AArm Guards or on the AArms themselves that go right through the AArm Guards, that's really important from an installation convenience standpoint and from a strength and durability standpoint. Using a J-hook or something like that, that can easily be dislodged on a trail obstacle when you're in a technical rock section or something like that. So focusing on our AArm Guards, meeting those strength expectations was a big part of the Wolverine X2 1000. It can traverse some pretty tough technical terrain. Even the drain holes that are cut into it, we balance those out, making sure, again, you can slide over obstacles and not catch those drain holes. But if you get mud or pine straw, leaves, other trail debris caught up in there, you want to make sure it actually has a place to drain so it doesn't freeze around your CV boot guards or tear your CV boots, because it's, of course, designed to protect the AArm and the CV boots. So that's a key point from our design goals and our testing targets for the AArm Guards. And probably the last thing is recessed hardware. Again, traversing a tough rocky section or sliding over a log, you want to make sure the hardware is recessed so you can slide over that and you don't damage the hardware, which again also comes back to replacement convenience or installation convenience, making sure your hardware is easy to get on and off.
Next up, Pat, can you tell us more about the front brush guard and winch?
Yeah, the fit and finish of the front brush guard and how it fits on the vehicle is, of course, really important. You want to make sure you have enough clearance to the front fender and make sure it bolts right on. Again, making a large steel piece like this can be difficult to make sure it fits. Again, our design engineers work very hard to make sure it's very easy and convenient to bolt on and off. It's got a couple nice features on it that, again, translate to the trail, especially here in the East Coast woods like today, making sure that we keep the headlights clean and free from brush. You know, light contact with trail obstacles is what we focus on when it comes to a brush guard. And integration for other accessories is important when it comes to the front brush guard too. We've actually got mounts for extra LED pod lights that we offer in our accessory catalog to add some extra lighting to the front. And of course, the winch mount is integrated. We've got that Warren Axon 4,500-pound winch integrated into that. And of course, recovery points and tie-down points that are also integrated into that front brush guard are really convenient. Add another level of convenience when you're tying your vehicle down on a trailer or, again, trying to attach to it. Those integrated mounting points are really strong. Again, meet or exceed people's expectations when it comes to those extra integrated features.
Now, Pat, we always want to enhance storage for our customers. What can you tell us about the new side door storage bags?
Installation is super convenient. There's integrated mounting points on all the door skins, whether it's an X2, X4, X2 1000, or an AArm Max. So it's super easy to install, very convenient. They're weather resistant. We did a lot of testing here in the eastern U.S., made sure we went through a bunch of puddles, drove in the rain, and made sure the stuff you put in there, there's a nice lining to it, keeps the stuff that's in there nice and scratch-free for the most part. And again, they're very weather resistant, keeps your stuff clean and dry.
Also in the cab, we have the D-mode switch, which everyone's going to want. What can you tell me about that?
The D-mode switch is really important, and it's very well integrated in the X2 1000. It comes standard on a lot of the AArm Max models, the LE and the XTR model, but it's a completely different switch, even though it has the exact same function. So it is a 3-position rocker switch, like you mentioned, instead of a dial, but it is backlit and it is indicated well. So again, you can see it at night. It's got a blue LED inside of it, so you can see it in all light conditions. It's very convenient to access. And the reason it's a lot different is it's located in a different location. The dash on the X2 1000 is completely different than the AArm Max. So I've got that question a couple times on, can I buy the Wolverine X2 1000 D-mode switch and put it in my AArm Max? The simple answer is no. The wiring's in a different location, even though it is plug and play. It only takes about 10 minutes to install. And again, it gives you that same great function from the AArm Max into the X2 1000. Also in the interior, we've got the GYTR 4-point harness. The GYTR harness, 4-point harness kit is really comfortable. That's what we focused on during development. Some people just really prefer a 4-point harness. The thick pads, shoulder pads, they make a big difference, especially at higher speeds and rougher terrain. They really enhance the comfort of the vehicle. And this Wolverine X2 1000 is really capable. You can drive it at higher speeds and rougher terrain, so that customer is really looking for an increased level of comfort. It's the same kit that we sell for the AArm Max 2. So all the mounting points are the same, all that same integration. It's just relatively plug and play. One more key thing I want to bring up is those guides behind the seat back that you rivet to the seat back. What those are important for is they keep them in a great position, and they also preserve your seat cover. Actually, early in development, we didn't have those, and it actually start to tear holes in the seat back. So we actually added those guides. Keeps it in a comfortable position, of course more convenient when you're taking them on and taking them off, but also keeps your seat cover from getting any holes in it. It keeps the durability, again, to meet or exceed your expectations when it comes to the unit and our accessories.
Now, heading towards the rear of the vehicle, we have the rear over fenders.
Well, in the XTR model, it comes standard front and rear over fenders. On the R spec, the front is standard, but the rear is not. We're just trying to balance, mud protection. So if you're going to drive in a lot of muddy conditions, you have an R spec. It is very quick and easy. It's very well integrated, especially since it comes standard on the XTR model for you to install the rear over fender, which enhances your mud protection coming from the rear tires.
Now in the cargo bed, we have the bed extender and the spare tire carrier.
Bed extender is a relatively new accessory for us. It works really well if you're going to put a lot of stuff in your cargo bed. The great thing is we have that 600-pound carrying capacity of the Wolverine X2 1000, but if you're going to put a spare tire carrier or a cargo box in there, you might want a little bit extra space. So the bed extender integrates really well, lets you use a lot of your tailgate, again, for those extra things that you want to put on there. It is removable. You can use a thumb screw to quick on and off. It's very convenient to do that, and there are hard mounts that remain, but once you remove the bed extender, you can close the tailgate and the mounts remain. They're totally integrated. They don't get in the way at all. Spare tire carrier, it's exceptionally strong. Again, we evaluated with up to a 30-inch tire, even though it comes standard with 28-inch tires. It's very secure. It bolts into integrated mounting points in the cargo bed. So again, it meets or exceeds expectations when it comes to durability. But again, you could put up to a 30-inch tire on there, but as you can see here, it fits a 28 very well, and again, integrates well into the cargo bed.
Also back there, we have the rear brush guard and the rear AArm guards.
Yeah, those are very important when it comes to protecting the rear of the vehicle and just keep everything nice and secure back there and free from scratches and damage in those instances that usually occur in the tight woods. When it comes to rear AArm guards, it's really a lot of the same function that we're looking for from the front side. Integrated mounting points, welded spacers, again, to make sure it's very convenient to take on and off, drain holes that are the right balance to get mud out of there, but also provide that protection to the AArm and the CV boot, and then of course recessed hardware. Those are the key points for our AArm guards that we really focus on front or rear.
Now Pat, what can you tell us about this other great carry-up accessory we have up on the sun top, the 15-inch light bar?
Yeah, of course we did a lot of night riding with the light bar and evaluated that way. It's actually a really high quality light bar, and it provides a very good balance. It's a mixture of floods and spots, and again, from whether it's the eastern US or the western US, you want that balance. In the East Coast, we end up, you kind of end up with a tunnel of light in the trees. You don't need a very wide beam, but in the western US, if you're in the open desert or more open terrain, you want a balance of a wide beam, but of course you want it to be tall as well. You're looking up at a couple 100-foot sand dune, and you want to be able to make sure you're seeing up the sand dune as well. We evaluated that on the east and the west and made sure we had a balanced beam that works in the wide variety of conditions of the United States. And of course, it's water resistant. You can wash your vehicle. It's a very durable light bar, and that's why we feel like it's going to meet or exceed your expectations.
To match our center mirror, we also have the side view mirrors as well.
Love the side view mirrors. There's a lot of great integration points. There's 2 holes right here in the ROPS. That's the same as the AArm Max and the X2 850 and the X4 850. Very well integrated, not a universal clamp around the outside of the ROPS. One of the key points of our side mirrors is the radius of the glass is completely matched to our center mount mirror. We found during development, if you have a different radius or a flat piece of glass when it comes to the side or it comes to the rear view mirror, that it can be really distracting on the trail. So having that matched radius really helps when you're going from the center mirror to the side mirror, which is really important. And then of course in the tight woods here in North Carolina, it's really important to make sure if you make contact with the trail obstacle that has the fold-away function. So we actually did a lot of evaluation there in the eastern woods, making contact with trail obstacles and things like that, making sure the mirror will pivot out of the way. And then if you do make maybe a little bit too heavy of a contact and you crack the glass, it's very easily replaceable. You just pop that Yamaha logo out of the way, and there's a 10mm nut there. You can replace your glass and get it all fixed up. And again, meet or exceed your expectations when it comes to durability, fit and finish. The side view mirrors are awesome.
Last but not least, let's talk about the rock sliders. I see them installed here. What can you tell me about those as well?
One of my favorite accessories. The evaluation for it was a lot of fun. You know, again, traversing these vehicles through the toughest, most technical terrain we can find, because that's really what this customer who's looking for a rock slider is going to do. They want to protect their vehicle and add another level. We want to be able to actually pivot the vehicle on a large trail obstacle, going around a big boulder. They're made out of powder-coated steel. They integrate really well, exceptionally strong on the mounting side. We did a lot of development testing to make sure those rock sliders would meet expectations for someone that's going to drive in the toughest, most technical terrain. They protect the rest of the vehicle in that lower area, whether it's your door or your lower plastic. The rock sliders are exceptionally functional.
Let's talk about the bed lighting and the interior footwell light.
Yeah, the cargo bed light, it does come in really handy. Of course, those low light situations, loading stuff in the cargo bed in the early morning or in the evening, it makes a nice difference, making your cargo bed that much more useful in those low light conditions. Again, very well integrated. Run the wires up and around the ROPS, right to the battery. But again, they're very weather resistant. You can wash your vehicle. You don't have to worry about getting a little bit of water on those lights. And then as far as the floor lighting goes, again, that adds just another level if you operate in a lot of low light conditions. They're actually a blue color. And again, it matches everything else, all the other backlighting with the D mode switch. It just enhances the look of the vehicle and makes it more functional in those low light conditions.
Pat, we touched on a lot of great accessories. Is there anything that you think we've missed that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, our SSV audio system. Again, a combination of the AArm and the X2 850. The head unit's the same. It has a nice, good integrated mounting point in the center. The door-mounted speakers. There's a subwoofer available for it as well. Makes a huge difference when it comes to sound quality and performance on the trail, and it's very well integrated. All the wiring is already there. You just plug into it, and again, you've got that excellent integration, especially on the door speakers. From a comfort standpoint to the soft touch point, it's really smooth, and again, going to be very comfortable overall.
If you want more information on these Yamaha Genuine accessories, go to yamahamotorsports.com.